my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video I am bringing you this month's episode of Random Ranking. Now, some of you that are new, you might not have any clue what random ranking is, so let me tell you what that is. What I do is I randomly choose 10 palettes out of my collection and then I rank them for you. I have another phone where I have a random generator app, and then I have all of my palettes written down in this notebook. So yeah, the only real rules I have is I try not to pull the same palettes, of course, into each episode, because how would that be fun? So if I just recently ranked it, even though maybe it's not the exact same combination of palettes, exact same selection of palettes in each episode, I do want to try to have as many unique palettes per episode as I possibly can. Now, this makeup look will be coming for this week's Throwback Thursday. And if you can see a lot of green sparklies, yeah, there's a little bit of fallout with these shimmers that I wasn't used to. Okay, so let's get into the random selection of the palettes. So from 1 to 199, although I have decluttered a few and I've gotten a couple. I mean, this is not an accurate list. I got to quit crocheting and get my act together. Okay, first palette, 147. Okay. Also, how I rank the palettes is basically just how I feel about the palettes, my experience with the palettes, quality, that sort of thing. Okay, 147. That is the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Divergence palette. And I may have already ranked that because I kind of like redid my palette list after I did my collection declutter, but I don't care. Let's just go with it, right? I mean, it's not like I don't think anybody would memorize the palettes I used to each episode and be like, hey, you've used that too many times. I don't think so, or generated it too many times. Okay, moving on. Number 2, 79. I just get so in my head about things sometimes. I gotta learn not to do that. 79 is my Lethal Build Your Own palette. So that's great. That is beautiful palette full of just shimmers I chose off their website. Palette number 3, 154. Okay. Oh, and if I haven't used the palette, I don't rank it, because how could I rank it if I haven't used it, right? That is the Wicked Sisters New Wave palette. Okay. The 4th palette, 131. All right. That is, I think no, I don't care. I'm going to do it. It's the Soothe Beauty Magic and Ecstasy palette. Okay. The 5th palette, I just used that not very long ago on my channel. 81. 81. 81. That is the Ladybug Glow Murky Waters palette. Whew. The 6th palette, 16. And that is the BH Royal Affairs. Ooh, okay. 7th palette, 154. Did I already do that one? Yes. 57. Okay. I mean, I don't understand why it would choose the same number. That's kind of something that irritates me. Maybe I need to get a different app. This is the Frankenslay Fatal Beauty. Oh, nice. The 8th palette. Oops. 2. That's the Artitude Color Splash. All right. 9th palette. 17. That's the Be Perfect Love Tahiti. Ooh. And then the last palette here, number 10, is 182. What's that one? The Star Wars palette from ColourPop. Ooh. Okay. Gosh, this is going to be difficult. So I'm going to go round up the palettes and I'll rank them for you. And then I'm going to tell you why I ranked them the way that I did. So hold on. So I have ranked the palettes. I'm still questioning my choices because I don't know that I love my choices, but I'm leaving it like this. So I'll start off with the palette that's in the lowest ranked spot, number 10, moving all the way up to the palette that's in the number 1 ranked spot. I don't dislike any of these palettes. I love them. It's just some I have more experience with, some I like the quality better, but I really do enjoy these palettes. Okay, number 10 belongs to the Frankenslay palette from Fatal Beauty. That is the coolest outer packaging. If we were ranking the packaging, this might have gotten number 1. This only has 6 shades, which that's fine. The mattes are gorgeous. There's 1 shimmer, and it's a press glitter. It's a beautiful press glitter, but nonetheless, it's a press glitter. So I've only used this twice, and that's why I don't often grab it. I don't because of that. But I mean, the press glitter is really beautiful. I just decided that, you know, I'm going to hold on to it and see if I'll use it from now until the end of the year. And if I don't, I'll declutter it. But I mean, the quality is fantastic. Number 9, this was tricky for me. This is the Suva Beauty Magic and Ecstasy palette. Now, I just used this not very long ago on my channel. That's why I kind of got confused, because I'm like, did I rank it? I don't think I ranked it, but I know I did use it in a Throwback Thursday. I just do not love to use press glitters anymore. I've just gotten to a point in my life where they just don't look that great on me anymore. This is just my own personal opinion. You can wear glitter all over, everywhere, however often you want, at any age. It doesn't matter to me. Go you. But for me, I just thought they got really creasy, and you know, my eyes have gotten a little bit more hooded, lids have gotten more hooded, a little bit less taut and firm. So like, I don't know, it didn't look that great by the end of the day. But the quality is really lovely, and these are very finely milled, so they're really easy to apply and take off, I think. The mattes in here though, that's where it got tricky, because the mattes are so freaking awesome. They're so pigmented and very blendable and gorgeous, and you know. Number 8 belongs to the Wicked Sisters New Wave Collection palette. And the only reason why it's in the 8th spot is I've only used it once, but it is really lovely. And this needs to come in like a Throwback Thursday or a multiple looks video, because I want to show you guys how well it works. I just don't have a ton of experience with it. Now I'm really wondering if I should have. I'm not. I mean, it says 80s and 90s to me too. That was the selling point, you know, the outer packaging, you know, very 80s, 90s, and then the color story is very 80s, 90s. But yeah, I mean, the one time I used it, I thought it was awesome. Number 7 is the Lethal Cosmetics Build Your Own palette that I put together. 6 shimmers in here, and they're just gorgeous. I do know though, one of these shimmers, I can't remember which one it is also in the Lethal Evergreen palette, and I own that. So I have 2 of the same shimmers. I mean, I got it home no, the shimmers arrived in the mail, and I brought them into my home, is what I was getting at. And I was unwrapping them and looking, and I thought, you know what? I think one of those is in my Evergreen palette, and I went and got my Evergreen palette, and sure enough, I just can't remember which one, and I'm too lazy to go grab it over there. Plus, you guys, I used to have all my palettes in alphabetical order, and I just threw them back up there after I did my palette collection and declutter. I gotta get them back in alphabetical order because it's so annoying to not find stuff right away. The palette that's in the 6th spot is the ColourPop Star Wars palette, and I've only used this once as well, but I was really impressed with how this performed, and I wasn't really expecting that. You know, like I'd had my eye on this palette for quite some time, and just kind of kept putting it off because I'm like, I have too many palettes, I don't really need it, but I love Star Wars, and my husband would think this is so cool. But I was like, come on, dude, like, don't. And then they had their Black Friday sale, and this was on a great sale. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get it. Love it. It's gorgeous. Can't wait to play with it again. I love the color story. I love that there's neutrals and pops of color. It's one of my favorite things in a palette. And yeah, just super impressed. I mean, haven't used all the shades. I know. Number 5 is the Artitude Cosmetics Color Splash. This is such a beautiful formulated palette, and it's the perfect size, I think, for a rainbow palette, because you have all the goods in here. I do like it though, like, well, I'll show you another palette here in just a minute. I do like it when palettes have like darker of the red, lighter of the red, darker of the orange, lighter of the orange, you know, like a bigger rainbow palette with the different hues of the color. I do like that, but I really enjoy playing with this. It's been way too long. This is such a wonderful brand. They create so many beautiful palettes. Steph is a brand ambassador for this brand, and I'd love to have all their palettes. But, so really, really fun to have this. Marina gave this to me as a gift. It really means a lot to me. Number 4 is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair. This was gifted to me from Micah, Floating in Dreams. Now, I've said this a million times. Bear with me here. Not this exact palette, but a Royal Affair palette from BH Cosmetics, just not this exact one, was like the second or third real palette I ever had in my collection. I found this at Ross's and bought it, and I just loved it. It was the palette that I really like cut my teeth on. This and the ColourPop Kathleen Light's Dream Street that my daughter got me. That was like the first, but you know, this just had more tones in it than that other one has. And so I don't know, I just really played with, you know, got comfortable with neutrals and with pops of color by using this palette, and it works so well. And this is not available anymore. I mean, you might be able to find it at like TJ Maxx or Ross or Marshalls or something. But oh man, I love having this. And I was so thrilled that Micah sent this to me, because mine, I'd panned several of the shades and it just looked gross. And so she sent that to me. Number 3 is the Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette, Stacey Marie. Let's have one more part to the title, shall we? This is what I love about, well, I don't know if this is truly a rainbow palette because there's really no yellows in here, but this is what I love in terms of the different hues of the color. There's, you know, several purples, several like oranges, greens, a couple blues, and then some neutrals. But I like the fact that you can go dark or light, and you can create a gradient if you want to go monochromatic, or you can mix and match. I mean, you can do so much stuff with this palette, so much stuff. If you're really creative, this is, and it's got the best, best quality. The quality of this, man, so good. Number 2. Now, this was really hard. Number 1 and number 2, really difficult, but I'm keeping it. Number 2 is the Murky Waters palette from Ladybug Glow. Ladybug Glow is my favorite brand ever. But for this ranking, I just felt like number 2 was the best spot for this palette. Beautiful shimmers in here. Ladybug Glow shimmers are my absolute favorite. And then the mattes are just incredible. I've had so much fun playing with this palette. I've done a couple videos using this palette, and oh man, I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that I discovered Ladybug Glow. I think I have all of their palettes. And then number 1, of course, is the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Divergence palette. I had to put this in number 1 because I just think it's incredible. The color story is super unique, super fun, vibrant, with depth, and the quality and formulation is just spot on perfection. The next old school tag team that I'm going to be doing here this month, I'm going to use Beauty Moon Cosmetics palettes. That'll be really fun. I don't know though how I'm going to do the content that I want to do because I'm working out now in the morning. So I don't know. I might start doing Throwback Thursdays just once a month. We'll see. But man, this is just such a gorgeous palette, and I've had so much fun playing with it, and I want to get it on my eyelids again very, very soon. So that's my ranking for random ranking for April. Let me know if you have any of these palettes in your collection and what you think of them. My stomach's growling, sorry. Let me know what you think of my ranking, and I'll see you again real soon. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video, but in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
Drop it.